From the Detroit Free Press, it's Wednesday, April 14th. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Kristen Shamus with a story about Johnson & Johnson's coronavirus vaccine. Federal health officials recommended an immediate pause Tuesday on the use of the vaccine out of an abundance of caution. There have been reports of 6 cases of rare and serious blood clots in women in the United States that occurred 6 to 13 days after vaccination. The blood clots, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration announced, were a severe and extremely rare form called cerebral venous sinus thrombosis, or CVST. All 6 cases were reported in women between the ages of 18 and 48, and all 6 women also had a low blood platelet count in addition to the CVST. The news couldn't come at a worse time for Michigan. The state faces the most severe COVID-19 outbreak in the nation, which is filling hospitals and pushing some to cancel non-urgent surgeries and other procedures. A total of 4,047 people were hospitalized with confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Michigan on Tuesday. That's the highest number since April of 2020, when hospitals were overrun. Health officials say anyone who's gotten a Johnson & Johnson vaccine in the last 3 weeks should be on the lookout for the following symptoms: severe headache, vision changes, nausea, vomiting, or seizures, and they should seek medical attention right away. To learn more, go to freep.com.
I'm David Jesse, the higher education reporter for the Detroit Free Press. For the second time this semester, the University of Michigan has locked out students who haven't taken required COVID-19 tests. On Monday, 718 students got emails telling them they wouldn't be allowed access to academic buildings. In March, the school made a similar move with 375 students. U of M requires all students who live, work, or attend class on campus, or who access campus buildings and facilities for another reason, to complete weekly COVID-19 testing. The students who were locked out hadn't taken a test in at least 4 weeks. The university deactivated their ID cards, which will lock them out of most campus buildings. However, if the students are living in residential halls, they'll still be able to get into their dorm rooms. Most of the university students are away from campus taking virtual classes. There are, however, about 7,000 undergrads still on campus, taking classes, doing research, and playing sports.
Reporting for the Detroit Free Press, I'm Mariam Marini. A Farmington Hills man is suing the Detroit Police Department after he was falsely identified as the suspect in a theft investigation. Using facial recognition technology, Detroit police wrongfully arrested and jailed Robert Williams in January of 2020. This was in connection to a robbery that took place at a Shinola store in Midtown Detroit in 2018. The complaint was filed on behalf of Williams in U.S. District Court on Tuesday. It seeks an undisclosed amount of damages from the city for the harm caused by the misuse of the facial recognition technology. In a statement to the Free Press on Tuesday, Detroit Consul Lawrence Garcia said new policies are in place to prevent similar events from occurring, and an internal investigation found there was misconduct on the part of several members of the department. Police Chief James Craig has previously conceded that the arrest was a result of sloppy detective work in a meeting with the Detroit Board of Police Commissioners. For more on Williams' story and to hear from the ACLU of Michigan, visit thefreep.com.
I'm Andrew Hammond for the Free Press Sports Department. A third player from the Michigan State basketball program has entered the NCAA's transfer portal. Thomas Kithier joins Jack Hoiberg and Rocket Watts in exiting East Lansing. Despite just 14 starts, Kithier averaged 2 points in 10 minutes. Spartans head coach Tom Izzo said that he met with Thomas and his parents a couple of times after the season, and both parties thought that pursuing other options would be mutually beneficial. Kithier's departure now leaves Michigan State with one scholarship open.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.